A very good morning to each one of you. Stay home, stay safe. Today, I, Mrs. Vallari Joshi, will start online teaching by means of video. Students, we completed one chapter. Then we completed one poem. Poem is also called as poem, so you should know that. And now, I shall start with your second chapter, the tsunami. Introduction, page number 25. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. In SST also you learn about tsunami, different types of disasters, man-made as well as natural disasters. On 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit three places. First one, Thailand and parts of India, which are there as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Tamil Nadu, means three places. One is Thailand, then again Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. So in this chapter, some of the incidents which the people faced will be taught. Now they are asking one more question. What is that? Let's see. Did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Yes. Let's see how. Some stories suggest that they did. So when we will be reading the chapter, we will come to know how it happened and how the animals did know about it prior. There are three parts in this chapter. Now I shall read first part. These stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago means what? Group of islands. Now I start first one. Ignatius, name of a manager. Okay, Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. Where is Kachal? It is one of the islands in Nicobar. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m., that is early morning, because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table, means he picked the television which was on the table and he kept it down and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. Means they moved outside to save themselves. When the tremors shaking, vibrations. When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising. Means what? The water waves were increasing at a higher length. So in the chaos means what? Disorder. People started moving about here and there. In the chaos and confusion, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother. So two kids, what did they do? They hold the hand of grandpa and uncle. Okay, mother's father, that is grandpa. Okay, and mother's brother, uncle, and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. Means what? They were drowned in the water. His wife also was swept away. Means even she also was drowned in the water. Only the three other children, so he would be having 5 kids, and out of that 2 didn't survive and 3. Only the 3 other children who came with him were saved. Students, now I shall read the another incident. Sanjeev was a policeman, serving in the Kachal Island of the Nicobar groups of island. So, Sanjeev was who? He was a policeman. He was working. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter from the waves. Means the 3 were saved. But what happened suddenly? But then he heard cries for help from the wife of Johnson, the guest house cook. But then what he heard? He heard some cries. Means someone was shouting. Who was shouting? John's wife. Who is John? Guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the water to save her. But they were both swept away. Who both? Sanjeev as well as the guest house cook's wife. Okay. Now, next incident. 13-year-old Meghna was swept to drown away along with her parents and 77 other people. Means Meghna's parents and 77 people, they drowned in water. But what happened to Meghna? Let's see. She spent 2 days floating in the sea. How she was floating? Holding on to a wooden door. A wooden door was there in the water. So she had holded it and she was floating on that. Now what happened after that? 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. So she was there in water. The helicopter came, but they couldn't see her. And how many times it had come? 11 times. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a gaze. Gaze means, in a daze. Daze means shock. So here. Now the next incident. Almas Javed was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Means her father was the owner of a petrol pump and she was studying in Carmel Convent. Where is Carmel Convent? Port Blair. And about whom we are talking? Almas Javed. Her mother, Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. So here, her mother, what's the name of mother? Rahila. So they go to their granny's house. Okay, mother's parents. That is maternal. So her mother Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate what? Christmas. Okay. When the trammers came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. So all were enjoying and at night they slept. So here when the trammers came early in the morning, they were sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. Recede means what? To make a move back. See, till certain, if a wave comes to certain extent, it can go back. But when it goes too much, then you get some alertness that something bad is going to happen or something extraordinary is going to happen. So the same thing happened over here. So the dad was stunned to see that. And what did he do? Let's see. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. He understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. So here when he saw something unusual, then he took his family and they all rushed in a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. So here what happened when they went towards a safer place, suddenly what did they see? That her grandpa was hit by something and her father went to rescue him. But what happened? A big giant wave came and what happened? They both were drowned in it. Okay, after that what happens? Let's see. Alma's mother and aunts stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree, calling out to her. Means one side that's this tragedy happened, and now at the other side what happened? Her mother as well as her aunts, that is aunties, they were holding the coconut tree, the leaves of the coconut tree, and they were standing and calling Almas and calling out to her. That is Almas. They were calling Almas to save her. A wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. Means what? Soil erosion, everyone knows. So in the same manner, when the wave came, even the tree was uprooted, and in that all her mother as well as her aunts all drowned. Elma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it. Then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamotra. So here, anyhow, Elmas was saved. Why? How she was saved? She uphold a log of what? Wood. Okay, which was floating in the water. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. Port Blair, it's a name, okay, of a place. Next one. The girl, that is the little girl, does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized and great shock. Students, now I shall start with your second part. Now we are having an introduction. In that introduction, we are going to have a talk regarding Tilly Smith. Let's see what is given in the introduction. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket Beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? Students, as Tilly saw the tsunami wave and she had seen the disaster, they didn't want. First of all, she was traumatized and they didn't want her to be in more difficult situation. So they thought it would be better that let her be cool and calm. Now let's start with our chapter continuation. Now here I'll be reading, that will be regarding Tilly Smith only. Let's see. Now here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from Southeast England. Students, you have to know that Tilly came from Southeast England. Okay, once again I'm reading. The Smith family from Southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. Mother's name was Penny and father's name was Colin Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Sumatra earlier that morning. Now here what had happened? They were in Thailand. Okay, and over there what happened? Tsunami was struck. So here, let's see what happens. Now the mother says, after the incident, what she is saying, let's see. When she recalls the memory, at that moment she is talking about. The water was swelling, increasing, and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered. So when she remembers the incident, she is telling to the media people. The beach was getting smaller and smaller, as you had seen in the previous also, that they felt the water was going back. Initially, the water goes back, and with a great force, with a higher tide, it comes again forward. Now here, what she says, let's see. The beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. Now here, many a times, many people, many incidents, they don't know. But here, what is the thing? Let's see who's more clever, or who was aware and who was not aware. Let's see. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Like example, students, if I talk about any this thing disaster, okay, like first aid you studied in your second standard, third standard. You know what if happens when your finger is burned, or you should not touch the electric wires. Or if I talk about disasters, you know, if earthquake comes, some of the tips are given that yes, you should not stand under the tree, you should not be next to the buildings, apartments, you should go on the ground, so that if the building collapses, nothing may happen. In the same manner, the teacher, while explaining, she had explained this particular chapter and she had told about this disaster also. Let's come back to our studies. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Now, here, let's start. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble, and form whirlpools. Now, here you know that in your washing machine also you have seen how it moves, how it rotates in a circular manner. In the same manner, she saw that the water came. Initially it was very very slow, but later on with a higher tide it came, the wave started increasing and there was a foam means what? When your mama puts some detergent in the water, after that some bubbles start coming, you shake after that she starts shaking the water, or you have seen in the washing machine also, okay, the foam. Okay, now going further, and start to foam, bubble, and form whirlpools. Whirlpools means what? The water making a move in a circular motion. It is also called as vortex. Okay, let's see. Now, she remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaii Islands in 1946. So her teacher had shown her the incident. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunami can be caused by what are the reasons? Let's see. Earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. So here, what was the reason of this tsunami? That was earthquakes. Okay. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked. Now her mother is saying, let's see what she's saying. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical. Hysterical? Over here she was feared, scared. Okay. Said her mother, Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, because her mother was not knowing about tsunami, but Tilly was knowing as she was taught by her geography teacher. But seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Who said this? Tilly's mother said that when she saw her daughter panic. After that, she understood something was wrong. And so, what happened? Let's see. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach as they were enjoying. So here, when they saw their daughter getting panicked, then they understood something. She's telling that, yes, to make a move. So the parents also listened to their daughter and they moved to the swimming. So here Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. So here when the others saw, they also made a move towards the hotel. Now her mother says, then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, run. So here everyone was scared. Her mother started screaming, run, 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 and many more. The family took shelter, in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. Means what your mother is saying? That they went into the hotel on the 3rd floor. Okay. And when they were over there at that moment, waves came. How many times the waves came? Tsunami waves? 3 times. But the building was still stable to bear it. Now here, if they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. So her mother, when she recalls the memory and when she thinks about it, she tells that if we would have been on the beach, then they would have not survived or they would have died. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. So when they met the people who were there with them on the beach, who didn't move from there, when they came to know that some of the families were no more, they had died. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Means what? They told them about the warning. The books have made them aware. Yes, this is disaster. Right now also you are having in your books many things which we are not aware, but when we read we understand. But yes, later on, as you have studied right now, the coronavirus. Okay, we never studied about coronavirus, but we had studied, yes, some deadly diseases are there, how to take precautions and all in the same manner. Okay, so here her books have really been blessings for her. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying story. Terrifying, terrible, a worst story. Okay, an incident which happened with her. Students, now I shall start with your third part. Look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrases. Either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. This is how you can start. Calm, blue sea, ruined huts. So here some describing words are being used with nouns forming phrases. Students, now let's start with the chapter. Let's see what they are saying. Before the giant waves slammed to come forward, okay, to move against a hard surface with a force and usually a loud noise. Slam means what? To come forward. Or suddenly you take the door and you just bang it very badly. So what it is slamming only. So here what they are saying, let's start. Before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. They fled to safety. Means what? All wild animals and domestic animals made a move, okay, to a safer side. According to eyewitnesses' accounts, elephants screamed and ran for higher ground. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Means what? I want to take my dog for a walk, but it's not ready to come out of the door. Why? Because some or other reason was there, but I couldn't understand. But they understood why, because of the sixth sense. You have seen many a times when in movies also, when the earthquake comes or something disaster, when it comes or when it is going to when you are going to encounter, at that moment birds and animals start making a move. They start crying, howling, and many more things. Let's come back to our chapter. Dogs refuse to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas. Means what? They were not ready to go where they had given eggs. That is breeding areas where they go and sit and give. Okay, they look after their eggs and all. And zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed, seen, or not ready to come. Entice meaning is what? To tempt or attract. But over here what it is? That they couldn't be seen. To come back out means they went inside. They were scared and they went inside, okay, and hid. Okay, and hid somewhere. Okay. Now, many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. Some experts believe that animals' more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. Means what? When the earth moves, it understands that yes, little faster it is moving. Or where you have seen even the pressure cooker, when the whistle is going to come out, at that moment it starts shaking. Or the mixer, when you on, you just check it out how it vibrates. In the same manner, when the earth vibrates more faster than the original one, they understand. The animal's sixth sense help them to understand, yes, something, some bad effect is going to happen. Now here, they can sense an approaching to come forward. They can sense an approaching disaster, a danger, okay, disaster, long before humans realize what's going on. Means before us, they come to know, yes, something bad is going to happen. We cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not. They say, even scientists also have said, but 100% it is not sure that yes, it is true. But the fact is that the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 1,50,000 or 150,000. If you are talking about international way of reading this number, then it will be 150,000 people. And if you are saying in Indian style, then it will be 1,50,000 people in a dozen countries. 12 countries. Okay. But not many animals have been reported dead. Means what was after the disaster? What was noticed? That human beings have been destroyed more than animals. Okay. Now along India's Cuddalore coast, name of a seashore. Okay, coastline. Okay, name of a place. Along India's Cuddalore coast, where thousands of people died. Buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. Means nothing happened to. Yes, little bit it would have happened. They too would have suffered, but not as human beings. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals, including elephants, leopards, and 130 species of birds. 60 visitors were washed away, drowned in water from the Patanangala beach inside the park. So here they were drowned, okay. But no animals, so over here drowned also and they died also. But here what they are saying, but no animal carcasses, bones, okay, destroyed body was found of animals. Okay, carcass is once again body of dead animals. So here, but no animal carcasses were found except for 2 water buffaloes. Means how many they found? Only 2 water buffaloes were found. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed 3 elephants running away from the Patanangala beach. So here, what had happened over here? They noticed that 3 elephants were running away from the beach. A Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gala, according, you can call Gale also, but I'll go for Gala because according to the Google pronunciation. So here, a Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gala said his 2 dogs would not go for their daily run. Means when you take your this one pet dog outside in the morning or evening, they were not ready to go. So here what is he saying? That they were not ready to go. So here would not go for their daily run on the beach. They are usually excited to go on this outing, he said, but on that day they refused to go and most probably saved his life. Means what? As they didn't move from the house, so he was inside the house only, and so he was saved. Did you understand how dangerous this disaster is? Thank you, students.